Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why do I still feel incomplete, even when I achieve everything I thought I wanted? Why is it that no matter what I accomplish, whether it's a dream job, a new car, or the perfect relationship, there's always this nagging sense that something is missing? Here's the thing, you're not alone. Most of us are stuck in this endless cycle of chasing something, a feeling, a goal, the next big win. And even when we get it, that satisfaction is temporary. Soon enough, we're running after the next thing. But why does this happen? Is it just psychological? Or could there be something deeper, something within our very biology that's controlling this never-ending chase? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain. We'll explore not just the psychological patterns that keep us trapped in this cycle, but also the chemistry of your body. How your brain, through neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, plays a huge role in how you perceive happiness, desire, and fear. Let's dive in. From childhood, we've been taught that happiness lies in the future. When I graduate, when I get that promotion, when I buy that house, then I'll be happy. But here's the truth. This belief isn't just something you were taught. It's hardwired into your brain. Let me introduce you to a key player in this game, dopamine, the so-called reward chemical. But here's the catch. Dopamine isn't actually released when you achieve something. It's released in anticipation of that thing. It's the feeling of almost there, the excitement of the chase. This is why when you finally get the job, the car, the house, or whatever it is you've been chasing, the satisfaction doesn't last. The dopamine spike fades, and your brain starts looking for the next source of stimulation. This system evolved to keep us alive, to make sure we kept hunting, gathering, and striving. But in today's world, it's become a trap. We've replaced survival goals with endless consumerism, social validation, and status symbols. And as long as we stay on this treadmill, we'll never feel truly fulfilled. So, what's the solution? The first step is awareness. Understand that this cycle is not you, it's just your brain doing what it's been programmed to do. Now, let's zoom out for a moment. If you're not your desires, then who or what are you? Think about this. Your body is constantly changing. Your thoughts and emotions come and go. Even your memories, those things you think define you, are unreliable and often distorted. So if all of these things are temporary and ever-changing, how can they be you? Here's a metaphor. Imagine you're looking at the reflection of the moon in a lake. If the water is calm, the reflection is clear. But if the water is disturbed, the reflection becomes distorted and chaotic. Your mind works the same way. It's like that lake. When your thoughts and emotions are agitated, your sense of self becomes distorted. But the true you is not the reflection. The true you is like the moon itself, unchanging, constant, and always present. We can call this true self-awareness. It's the part of you that observes everything, your body, your thoughts, your emotions, and yes, even those chemical reactions in your brain. Let's go deeper into how your brain keeps you hooked on this cycle of desire and fear. We've already talked about dopamine, but there's another player here, cortisol, the stress hormone. Whenever you feel fear or anxiety, cortisol is released. Biologically, it's there to keep you safe. It prepares you to fight or flee from threats. But in the modern world, most of the threats we face aren't life or death situations. They're things like public speaking, deadlines, or social rejection. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It reacts the same way, flooding your body with cortisol and keeping you in a state of constant stress. Now, here's the kicker. Your brain is running these programs, dopamine for pursuit, cortisol for fear, on autopilot. And unless you become aware of them, they control you. But the moment you step back and observe these processes, you create space. You realize that you are not your desires. You are not your fears. You are the awareness, watching them unfold. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Technology. Social media, for example, is designed to hijack your dopamine system. Every like, Every notification, every new piece of content is engineered to give you a little hit of dopamine. But just like with any other pursuit, the satisfaction fades quickly, leaving you craving more. At the same time, the constant comparisons on social media, seeing other people's curated, perfect lives, fuel your cortisol levels. You start feeling inadequate, anxious, and stressed. This isn't an accident. These platforms are designed to keep you hooked. They prey on the same biological systems that kept our ancestors alive, but now they're keeping us distracted, stressed, and unfulfilled. The question is, can you step outside this system? Here's the good news. You can break free from this cycle, but it starts with awareness. The next time you feel a rush of desire, whether it's for a new gadget, a promotion, or even a piece of chocolate, pause. Ask yourself, is this really going to fulfill me, or is it just my brain chasing another dopamine hit? Similarly, when you feel fear or anxiety creeping in, recognize it for what it is. It's just cortisol doing its job. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this isn't me, this is just a reaction. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can help you cultivate this awareness. They allow you to step back, observe, and respond consciously rather than reacting automatically. As you begin to observe your mind and body, something incredible happens. You discover the silence beyond the noise. This silence isn't something you create. It's already there. It's the space between your thoughts. It's the awareness that exists when you're fully present. When you connect with this silence, the endless chase for more begins to lose its grip. You realize that the peace and fulfillment you've been searching for were never outside of you. They were within you all along. So, here's the truth. You are not your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not your desires, your fears, or even the chemical reactions happening in your brain. You are the awareness that observes it all. When you start living from this place of awareness, everything changes. You stop being a prisoner of your mind and body. You stop looking for happiness in the future and start experiencing the peace that comes from simply being present. This isn't just a concept, it's something you can experience directly. All it takes is a willingness to step back, observe, and reconnect with the silence that's always been within you. Remember, you are not who you think you are. You are so much more. The matrix is complex, but each of us holds a part of the solution. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and together we'll see beyond appearances.